Yo, what's up? I'm doing this early. Um, let's again share those texts. Oh, actually, I have them downloaded already. I forgot. Yo, I've had nothing but headaches, and I'm very worried. Please don't show anyone at the cancer center. Showing is it. Same text conversation. Guess what she did? Asked faux money. Like, I don't understand how she's saying she doesn't fake cancer. It's like you're saying if you might have cancer, maybe removing a layer of deniability, but then you've also got 8,000, shook someone down for $8,000. And she wants to talk about being a part of the community for the right reasons. That is rich. And also, since Nanya asked, what kind of website was it that I was going to make? The sequence of events happened where the certain thing happened. Then that prompted me to look him up in the sex offender registry. Then I found out he was a level 3 sex offender. But obviously, after the thing happened, I never was going to make anything for him. Sounds pretty simple. But yeah, it's to deflect off of the fact that she tried to shake the Predator community down for tens of thousands of dollars, and a lot of that money's drying up because a lot of people are seeing who she actually is. And again, I'll make it even clear, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Nunya hasn't done anything to me because I have morals, and I can actually be outraged at what someone if someone does harm to other people, like faking cancer. My mom died of cancer. People's families in this community have someone that died of cancer. Nunya does not need any money. She's seeing how much money she can get. She said in the same text conversation that she's feeding her kid a meal a day. Well, she'll also talk about getting weed. Did you notice that she also was asking for with her Venmo attached, by the way, and she's saying that she's not asking people for money? That all of a sudden she has like a good mic and she can talk. That's interesting. People that fake cancer and exploit that horrible disease, that is predatory. That is the worst thing you can do. There's nothing that I could do, or I don't think anyone else could do, that is capable of that level of evil and greed. There's a lot of people that have done it in the community. I found all this out when I was driving and I saw that stream. That she was insinuating that she had cancer and she needed even more money. More money from a person who lost their husband in a tragic accident. I thought this was an anti predator community. It's interesting she's talking about coming to an anti predator community for the right reasons while also being a predator herself. If it wasn't for that, these texts coming out, I would have been neutral. I mean, essentially, it got to a certain point where there's too much shady stuff going on in the Slack, so I just left it there. That was really, nothing going to come of that. It was really just going to be neutral. When I found out about this, that's what did it. I don't know about you, but I've lost a lot of people to cancer. I'm sure many of you have. Think about that every time you hear about Nunya. Because all that money that could go to her could go to an actual good cause. Exploiting a disease that you don't even have for financial gain is one of the most predatory acts you can commit, other than taking the innocence from a child. And of course, your money's drying up. I think me and everyone else should tell anyone in the predator catch community about you and what you're doing, because it is not right that you should be taking all this money from supporters. This has also been said by PHI, by the way, too. She just doesn't have the guts to say it. We all know that. But it's one thing to. I think my original understanding was she owed people, a lot of money. It was getting out of hand. Something about she needs to start paying it back. And then this stream happened. I'll say I did not know about the Lady Ghost Hunter situation before I saw that stream. That's what did it. That changed me from neutral to outraged. It did. There's sometimes there are children that die from this disease. People don't get to live to see 8. And here's Nunya taking money, exploiting that disease for financial gain in an anti-predator community. I think that is the most ironic concept I've ever heard. And also, we all know that CPP will always be. Well, actually, I don't even know. I mean, Timu sometimes can even match the quality. We can't even say that. But a 5% conviction rate never deserved to be a part of an organization that you wanted to be a part of but got turned down. Make no mistake, Colorado Pet Patrol, as you know it now, was Colorado Ped Poachers. I remember actually, like, it was kind of just it just came up or whatever, just because I was hearing about them for the first time, just hearing about all the catchers, and I actually did ask, like, oh, so you got like a new? I was actually asking Alex. This was years ago, first time I met him, and he was saying, I was saying, I didn't know you started a new branch in Colorado. Colorado Pet Poachers. No, he just took the name, and then later claimed that Alex asked him to be a part of Pet Poachers, and he called that out because obviously no one would want anything to do with Tommy's character or his organization. And as it showed when he did go on his own, you see him catching the wrong guy. Could you imagine how much damage that would do if associated with that? And that's actually true. I do have about the same amount of. I have the same amount of convictions as CPP. Let's just make that clear. I do. 500, like probably 10 times the amount of catches, 5% conviction rate. The best thing that can happen to a child molester is to be caught by Tommy of CPP. That's literally the best outcome because you're not going to get beat down. I don't even know if you're going to get exposed. You're not going to go to jail because the police don't take him seriously. And it's literally the best outcome. It is really ironic for a person to claim, getting the whole facts first when you misrepresented based on misinformation. I'll even grant that your donations were tax deductible, and you got how much? $50,000 that were not tax deductible. If that's not telling a story, the public, all the facts first, I don't know what is. He's made those kind of mistakes that have obscene legal consequences. You're never going to see anything like that from me. I'll say that. But, so come to think of it, Nunya, CPP, let it happen. I think they deserve each other. One fakes cancer, one fakes being a catcher. Because if you're running around, even if you're having an interaction for the pred, that's not catching. That's not even exposing. It's not. If you're at a point where the predators literally don't face any consequences, you're the biggest asset to a predator. Because chances are, if they're in your area and they're going to get caught by you, they got nothing to worry about, do they? But ICAC is asking Tom B to train them. according to them. Who believes that? Who believes that? But yeah, I mean, I guess financial crimes are financial crimes, but I think lying about cancer, which is exactly what she did, it literally, like, I'm showing the text right here. She's saying that is a cancer symptom. Scum bag shit. We can't be an anti-predator community with Nunya in it. Someone's gonna fake cancer for financial exploitation and gain when real people are suffering and dying from this disease. Maybe a little bit of ointment might be a solution for that. But yeah, I do think there's something particularly heinous about faking cancer for financial gain. And yeah, I'll even say it. I've already made it clear. I'll say it again. I'll keep saying it. I do find myself needing to repeat myself quite a lot. But I can do that. Yeah, Nunya did nothing to me. That's true. But I'm outraged over someone else's conduct, even if it doesn't impact me. It's called morals. She don't have any. She don't know what that's like. It's all about her. Like, it's either you're feeding a story that you're feeding your kids only one meal a day, or that's fake and you're lying about it, or you're feeding your kids one meal a day and you're pausing a stream to smoke weed. That's interesting. I don't know if that works. Like, we can't be an anti-predator community with Ed, right? Why is Nunya the next Ed? She's a predator. Simple as that. $8,000 from a grieving widow is, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night if I did that. I don't think anyone in chat, whether whoever they are, I don't think they would be able to sleep at night if you let on that your family was like really struggling and couldn't feed your kids and you had cancer and all this stuff, and they show a goofy picture of you having a pimple. They could probably just, rub some ointment on from CVS to get $8,000 from a widow. But yeah, but like the thing is, people like that cannot comprehend being outraged over harm done by other people. That's how predators think. It's like, well, I'm not doing anything to you. So why are you mad? That's literally how they think. They're not mentally capable of empathy. And also, get over yourself. No one likes you, is obsessed with you, but your actions have caused a lot of damage. a large amount of financial damage. That's the only reason why people will ever talk about you. If you drive and you hit a kid with that's riding a bicycle and kill them, it's not because and people are talking about that. It's not because they're obsessed with you, and they're like, "Why are they talking about me so much?" It's about your actions. It's about condemning what you're capable of doing, because what she's capable of doing is not stuff that the average person is capable of doing. There's no one here that could sleep at night and lie about a horrible disease that currently and unfortunately does not have a cure for financial gain. And I don't know if anyone knows, bro. She took $8,000 from this woman. 8K. Tell me anyone here, if you could sleep at night, if you took 8K, and then being called out about it and saying she gave you the money. Don't look so. Maybe use a pimple, the cancer pimple. And you will forever go down as one of the degenerates that have faked cancer for financial gain. No better. The only thing you've done is 2-bit edits that I've seen. You have looked up a couple preds. I got been verified. I got Truth Finder. I got everything I need. You're very easy to replace. I think already I'm a way better editor. Pack your bags and hit the road. Go to another community. The essence of this community is against predatory people. Even Scamula has a channel that, it kind of just wastes scammers' time so they can't scam, your grandmother. And I think that's a good cause. Because the amount of time they're going to waste on Scamula, they're not going to get to scam some old lady that doesn't know too much about scams. And that's another form of predation. Kind of predation we're talking about here. It's also financial. And it's of such a heinous degree. Even I don't even know, just a financial crime alone, like maybe a Ponzi scheme, this and that. I don't know. Extortion. There's a lot of crimes that like you could consider like are bad. They involve some kind of form of financial theft. But lying and leading on that you have cancer makes it particularly heinous. So yeah, maybe use the microphone or headset that actually does work all of a sudden, so you can talk. I guess of a good quality. She was actually sharing her Venmo on her stream and saying her mic doesn't work, and all of a sudden her mic works. It's amazing. Take that mic to another community. You don't belong here. If that takes, I think something we all should do, guys. Like, I don't think it should just be me saying it, but everyone here needs to run her out of the community, just like we ran Ed out. It's the same thing. She don't belong here. How are we gonna be a community of people taking the innocence away from children that would exploit people in their most vulnerable moments to lie about cancer for financial gain. That's what she did. No place here. You thought this was maybe the predator community? No, it's the anti-predator community. You don't belong. Way more in common with the people we catch than the people that do the catching. And of course, I know that's the reason she wouldn't have me up, because this is what I would say. And this is a message that is not beneficial for her. Then you beg for the link from Cat Eyes, but was too much of a coward to come up. Yeah, I mean, all predators are cowards. I mean, that's true. I think she's the one person in the community that never cammed up. I wonder why. Not really. I don't wonder why. She gotta go. We can't be an anti-predator community with someone who would be willing to take $8,000 from a grieving widow by faking cancer. And there's no question that that's what she did. There's just no question. I'm showing you the text. I thought like people want to call like me retarded or whatever. You are, if you don't read this text, showing a pimple, saying that's giving you headaches, symptomatic to brain cancer. So are you saying you have skin cancer and brain cancer at the same time? What kind of cancer we got here? It's pretty complicated. I don't know. Full of shit. Use basic science and verify everything I'm saying. You know, I'm not really sure what more to say about this. I want to just kind of be on repeat. Someone wants to add to the conversation, I will let the link out. Obviously, there's no one willing to question what I'm saying on this, because just like all the people that are capable of doing something like this, the people that are willing to defend this got no spine. They got no spine. Everyone in that Slack, everyone in that Zoom, not a spine to be found. They ain't gonna call me out. They don't got any. But I'll share the link. Actually, I'm going to also pin the link. You know, we do stuff like that. Link, you know. Why can't I pin the link? Oh, I'm logged in the Big Envy Cat channel. So yeah, I would just say this. Based on everything being discussed here, I just pinned the link. If you're in a catch, you know, and you see Anunya, make it very clear that predators are not welcome in an anti-predator community. I don't believe this drama. I believe that it's in the interest of catchers that if they're going to shake down their own supporters to that degree, to that level, the same thing PHI told me that she's too coward to admit, that don't belong here. But yeah, the link is pinned. And I'd like anyone, you know, especially like on that side, try to challenge anything I'm saying. I'll let them talk. I don't kick them off. My hands aren't near the keyboard. Got nothing to worry about. I'm not afraid of predators, and I'm not afraid of spineless people. Nothing to be worried about. I wonder if you did ever pop the cyst. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you gotta get. I mean, it's a big one. Yeah, that actually is a big one. If you think about it, that's almost covering like the full forehead. I don't know what you call that. That's like a super pimple. Yeah, absolutely. And it's like a big shock. Like, why is Nunya the new Ed? You know, Ed is predatory to the degree of gaining sexual gratification from suffering of children. And Nunya is gaining financial gain from the suffering of cancer, of that disease, in the most heinous way. But yeah, um, my link is always pinned. Definitely have nothing to worry about. You know, the predator catcher community is a lot more stronger than the spineless Nunya camp, and she don't belong. Yeah, it didn't really take long either. But yeah, anyone actually, since I am probably being restreamed, anyone in the Nunya camp, why don't you take a shot? Prove me wrong. I'll let you talk. I'll move what do you want me to do? Move the mic, move the keyboard far away. Link's pinned. Very simple. What happened between Cap and Nunya though? I mean, I think it's just like no one, like everyone's just seeing, you know, kind of through her a little bit. And I mean, even I didn't expect something like this. Like I would have been like, had this TBS stream not happened, I would have been neutral because I didn't know about this. That's when, even though Nunya didn't do anything to me, I saw that she did a lot to other people. Yeah, it's hard to be in a fight when no one has the guts to challenge you. I don't know. Gets kind of boring after a while. Thanks, Kovic, for the $2. Faking cancer, the crying wolf thing. The other side is trash. I agree. Although I can't really think of anything more to say. I actually kind of had a busy day. Saw some panels were going on. I actually joined in on it. You know, last one there was some technical difficulties, but $2. That should have been actually. Was it $3 and what was that number? $3.49, 3.99. I forget. I don't know. I'm trying to think. My God, bro. Like people that do this, I've always looked at that as like the biggest disgrace that someone could do. Faking cancer. And there's just no denying that she did exactly that. Fake cancer. I'm not going to mince words. I am formally accusing her of faking cancer for financial gain. And the exact, you can go to the stream. Probably the only time I'll promote Time Boy Studios. But you can watch the stream and watch the text. The same line in this conversation, she's asking for money. Some about a car, some about how to get there to the cancer center. Oh, 370, 370. Yeah. $2 none you was never gonna see. Yeah, definitely. And her money's clearly drying up, because she's losing a lot of support. Get drunk and do a chit chat. Yeah, I should do that. That's the way to go nowadays. Like, I don't know. Does he like hit the bottle and like cry himself to sleep because he knows it's true? Like he knows like he was always a predator poacher's wannabe and never quite made it. And I'll just kind of say this: like, MVCat's goal is to be MVCat. I've always seen it as the argument for predator catching, nonviolent citizens against predators. And I always saw how predator catchers were mistreated by DAs by not taking their cases. And they're called vigilantes. And then I'm looking at it, I guess some might be, more violent, I guess. But I'm kind of looking at others and they're just interviewing them and turning it into the police. And I'm like, wait a minute. How is this wrong? How is this illegal? How is this taking matters into your own hands? It's not. And as soon as they start prosecuting that and suppressing that, that is the end of our First Amendment. The First why else is it that the First Amendment is celebrated in this country, but not when it comes to people exposing pedophiles at a small scale? And some people warn about the risk, and the dangers that predator catchers put them through. But if you're an adult, you have the right to take that risk. You have the First Amendment right to take that risk. You can flip someone off while driving and use your First Amendment right. And something could escalate potentially. So I would just say that as far as even the movement, kind of the point of MVCap, as much as I want to expand it to catch more predators, is to defend the movement. But yeah, but I've started as MVCap and I'll stay as MVCap, and that's always been my goal, just to enhance MVCap. In a lot of ways, MVCap has given me a lot of purpose. and saw me through situations that I didn't think I was going to get out of, honestly. And yeah, like I just want MVCat, nothing else, nothing more, nothing less, just MVCat. But yeah, I mean, Colorado, like CPP is saying like they wanted to, like, I don't know, they're saying like I'm an Alex wannabe or something like that. When Tommy literally was Colorado pet poachers. You ain't never gonna be a pet poacher. You're always gonna be a Timu, Charlie Brown looking motherfucker that ain't catch no preds. Um, yeah, I mean, I've always seen people like this. I just kind of think that they're better off ignored. They just have literally like they have a complete fake life or whatever they say they're a part of. There's obviously no receipts. There are like 3 people in the stream playing like some weird music in the background. Like no one will really watch. There's nothing really engaging about it. I think it's something like he had like a 60,000 view stream. But then you ask a follow up question like, "Where's the receipt? Like, where's your receipt? You were in law enforcement. Like, where's the receipt of anything?" Okay, Jeff, you can't talk about it. God damn. But yeah, I mean, again, kind of the only thing I'll just say about Tommy or CBP is, what I can make up in quantity, he'll never be able to make up in reputation. People will forever see CPP as an ineffective organization for catching pedophiles. I could go up on another panel. Is there another panel going on? Let's see. I think what I'd have to do, want to kind of restream it a little bit. See how that goes. I'm also actually live on the Daniel Messberg one too. That's going. That's a thing. Although I can't even touch the channel, so sorry about the moderation. I did yap so long that my phone died without charging it. That wasn't that smart. Just gonna connect this charger. But yeah, let's actually see if there is a defense. Yeah, so if I join, I'll be on my phone. Make sure you guys get good quality. Oh, YouTube's glitching.
whatever. But I mean, to categorize everybody. Most of the people that, some of the people y'all liked, I didn't like them when y'all did like it, when it was cool to like them. I don't know. I don't need friends like that. I just, you know. But I know that I've done nothing to Ryan.
Exactly.
And only have ever been.
I never said anyone did anything to me.
Understanding, a guiding hand, a listening ear. Never anything different than that. So, you know, whatever he wants to say about me is, it's just the narrative he's got to put out there to make himself feel better, and that's fine too.
I'll go up there.
But
let's see what happens. I'll go up there.
Wow, like, what the fuck? Crazy work. Crazy work. Ryan, I'm not playing with you. Like, I'm not dragging you, so there's no reason. You've got nothing.
Spineless shit.
So just go back to your
space
and say what you want to say.
What does it sound like? Spineless shit.
I am still subbed, and I have not watched, so I only see what you've said on other people's panels, and most of it is twisted and just not facts. But
so
it's fine.
Expose me for it, right? If I'm twisting it.
What you said about me today was almost funny. Because even the people that hate me would probably agree that I've not changed at all.
Spineless shit.
They're restreaming. Well, isn't that funny? Because didn't they just say all that about Nunya? I mean, didn't they just drag her for doing the same thing? And I did. I restreamed Ryan that time because I was live. Then he popped alive with my name in the title, and I wanted to hear what he had to say. So yeah, I did that. No shame. I would do it again. But yeah, and I believe if you're going to drag somebody, you need to give them the space to be able to speak for themselves and speak for themselves. And I'm not doing that. I'm not dragging them. I'm not saying anything new.
What am I twisting, though? I mean, right? What am I twisting?
Am I the only one that can give wrenches? Or no?
Yeah, that's enough of that. I wasn't really restreaming. I mean, I was backstage on StreamYard. That's what you need to do to go on a stream. Gotta be backstage. Man, that's just like no life in that stream at all. That's what happens. That's what happens when you sell your soul. Or give up your soul. Like no soul. There's like no soul in that live. That was the most depressing shit I've ever heard. No soul, no spine, nothing. Like always looking the other way when, I don't know, I mean, that's the thing. Like, how is this undeniable? I would just ask this. Like, you know, I'll even be nice. I just would ask, just looking at evidence like this, like, is she saying what? It's fake? Like, I don't get it. What's the argument? Like, her only argument really is she didn't, you know, say formally she had cancer. So what, like, moving layers of deniability? Clearly leading on she has cancer. It's just more blatant and less clever when people, you know, maybe make like a GoFundMe and they actually say they have cancer. Savvy. But she's clearly leading on she has cancer. I'm talking about Nunya. Imagine having a Nikwa pedophile off the street, with your underage daughter. I will kind of admit I don't even know about that situation. I've never understood that situation. I didn't know the details of it. Um, I just feel like I don't even have the information on that. I'm just kind of talking about this issue. If other people know, they can bring that. But yeah. I mean, can't really think of anything more to say. But yeah, I do think that we should. I do think we should run Nunya out of the community. I do. Um, I mean this much financial exploitation and lying about cancer. At what point has that become okay? Like I think kind of society has lost its way a little bit. Like it kind of lost its shame. I think shame people just kind of say shame is a bad thing all the time. Like I don't actually think so. I think shame at a certain degree can be healthy. A healthy thing in society. And for some people to do things like this, they shouldn't even have support at all. Like they should be rightfully ostracized and isolated. Like people that do stuff like this, like when you think you would get that treatment if you did something like this, like if you got 8 grand, manipulated 8 grand from a grieving widow, and then even lied about cancer on top of that, like what do you think the penalty you would deserve to be? And at a minimum, I think I'm just saying I don't think she should be part of an anti-predator catching. Sorry, an anti-predator community. Not anti-predator catching, anti-predator. Shame's not a bad thing. Having no shame is a bad thing. Yes, actually, yeah, that's kind of my point. Because a lot of times it's more applauded to just kind of double down on foul shit. It's kind of been accepted. Nah, I think just once people do a certain thing, it doesn't really matter what they say next. It should just be, we don't fuck with you. Like I don't know if there is gonna be legal consequences or whatever. Like there's really no consequences for anything nowadays. But at a minimum, I don't think someone who is predatory has a place in an anti-predator community, because I thought that's what we were against. I thought we were against predators. We want to see predators face consequences for their actions, and we get satisfied when they finally do, whether it's even getting exposed or what. How are we letting this fly? It's deception. I agree. She should be excommunicated from the community because of theft. She sounds like what Nate's mom thinks she sounds like for the one time she was featured. Oh, you're talking about. Oh, okay. I think you're talking about Becky there. I think. Kind of threw me off a little bit. See anything new?
I'm looking for one. I know my kid was in here yesterday asking for one, but she said she brought it back. Hold on.
I don't even know what that laugh's about. That laugh's a dead laugh. Yeah, no, I guess my thing is like I just yeah, I'm just kind of too comfortable in the chair. I kind of just like I don't know. It's like a comfort thing, but I definitely gotta upgrade. I think one day we'll just make content out of it. I'll just go chair shopping. We'll make it happen. And I'll use my money that I earn. Not gonna be using Venmos and saying I have cancer for it. Yeah, scamming is predatory. But yeah, can't think of anything more to say. Definitely gonna keep these check-ins going, kind of between a half hour and an hour. It's a good time. We're at about 57 minutes. But yeah, if there's more to talk about tomorrow, we got tomorrow too. We got every day. Condensed streams to address shit. But I'm actually gonna end this live. Thank you for all joining this daily check-in. Where I check in with the community, check in with y'all. Good computer chairs are outrageously expensive these days. I mean, honestly, if it's like I'm at the point where I'll buy anything if it's worth it because I can afford it. But like, yeah, if it's worth it though, honestly, yeah. It's just all about if it's worth it or not. It's like sometimes you could buy like a house, then your house poor. You buy a car, then your car poor. Like, if it's worth it though, it's good. I'm gonna find the song with the creaking sound. Yeah, the slower I go, it creaks more. But if I go fast... Oh, actually, no. Not really. If comfortable matters, then it's worth it. Thriller. Yeah, Thriller. That's definitely true. Probably play that. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of in the live. I'm starting to think of all kinds of things to talk about now. Thriller.
I love you.
Where's the creep part?
I wasn't that scared.
I don't know where the creek part is. It's in the very beginning.
You know I like you, don't you?
Okay, I'm seeing the music video. Hold on. Check this out. Am I just skipping through it? streaming Michael Jackson. All right, I'm convinced that the creak sound in the song Thriller is what do they call the Mandela effect? I can't find it. I don't know. I'm just gonna claim it doesn't exist. It's about ergonomics. Yeah, I think what I'll do is we'll just go to like I don't even know. We'll go to like Office Max or Office Max. I don't think that's a thing. But we'll find some place. We'll just make a stream out of it. I'll take recommendations and whatever's the most MV fitting chair. We'll just pick that one. Yeah, I mean, thing is, I already got a bunch of crazy lights. Like my mic has lights. I got those other lights. So my light, like I just have so many of those lights that I don't know. I have quite a bit of those lights. 100 cons. You want a chair designed for people who send them all day for a living, not a gaming chair with someone that's distracted by a game in it. Unless you want a new chair. Bro, literally a can of WD-40. Yeah, I messed up this chair pretty good. Yeah, actually, I have like this. I don't even know what it's called, but it's like it's kind of like a mini table, like next to me, and from kind of the incident, I guess I took like a really hard fall. I chipped my head on like part of it, so it's like literally like blood, like stained, like part of it. It's like took a very hard fall. I was doing cannonballs on his chair. Yeah. It was like very small though. It's not like a war zone. It's just kind of like something you can notice if you look up close to it. Good leather and good padding. Drop the extra coin right now, and you won't regret it. Buy once, cry once. Yeah, definitely. Oh shit! I clicked him. Some kind of fall comes on head when he hit his head on the AC unit and fell into his baby guitar, breaking it forever. Yeah, I don't know about that hole in the wall. I don't know. That was a hard fall. But yeah. Yeah, Tool good night.